Hello everyone, it's Cowbunger here, and we are going to talk about some exciting news for Fraymakers here today that was revealed for me somewhere around the evening, but I am covering it now at night because I have an internship now that I work on 6 hours a day, just about. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the Fraymakers news first. So I'm not going to read this whole thing like I usually do. What you guys need to know is that Team Fray is wrapping up the Saturday frays that they like to do. These were basically small weekly updates that showed us something new about the game, whether it was, a new move for a certain character, or new music for the game, or even crazy stuff like new stages. Um, this is what this was all about, but they are discontinuing the Saturday Fray thing. They're mainly doing this because they want to try and finish up Fraymakers. They promised that the game would release sometime for testers around either the end of June or July. And I think now they're really starting to prioritize that. So that's good news. Um, there's not going to be another delay. They're ready to ramp up production. They are ready to focus on getting the game into our hands either within this month or within next month. And I mean, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be next month, but we'll see. I would love this game to come out at the end of June because the end of June is basically right around the time of my birthday. So that would be really dang cool if I could get to play Fraymakers somewhere around then. But yeah. Other than that, the big thing sitting in front of your screen here for their final Saturday Fray, they are going to announce a new assist. Early predictions. I think this is going to be a big character since they are kind of advertising it early, right? I think that this could be Among Us, of course. I think it also could be like Meat Boy or somebody like that. Just, I think this is going to be a popular indie character just to get people excited about Fraymakers. And even though the Saturday Frays are gone after this announcement, they still do plan on having gameplay clips being thrown out there, not just on Saturdays, but like any day of the week. They'll just, if they got something spicy to show, then they're going to show it. So that's good at least. I think they're going to start trying to generate some buzz for this game. We got a really good trailer uh, on April 1st during the Rivals Direct, and I expect there to be something just as crazy going on sometime around when this game's going to release. We still don't know exactly when the tester builds are coming out. I feel like that could be a big announcement that could be shared either on here on this Kickstarter page or through a YouTube video. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's really about all I got for this. I want to make this a video where I also look at the May fan art. So we're gonna go into that now, and if you don't want to watch anymore, that's fine. But I know the people who make art for Fraymakers and for the people who especially are a part of these fan art corners, they appreciate me doing this, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And then I'm gonna end it off with a bit of an update for you guys about videos of mine in general. So let's get into the fan art corner first. First, we have a Pac-Man made by Obelisk. Obelisk, he's actually, I would say, one of the first people that I think about when I think about the Fraymakers community. He's just always been there. So it's really cool to see him get into one of these. And for making Pac-Man, here's something by Triple D here. He was inspired to make this weird Octodad pose that keeps on showing up in these various gameplay clips. So I agree, it's a great frame, and we actually have the head of this Octodad's head here as an emote, so that's pretty funny. Next, we have got something by Graystar. This is their OC that they plan on making for Fraymakers. I really like their design. I like their sunglasses, and they've shown off some alts in the Fraymakers Discord server that I really like. I wonder, let's go to the tweet real quick and see if he has shown them off here, because I like them a lot. I like them a lot. Oh, not quite. Not quite. I should try and show that off later, or maybe just put it in post editing here if I can. I'm gonna try and get this out ASAP, but here's something interesting. This was made by DK New Series. This is Octodad inspired pottery, which I never thought would be in something like this, but this is like revolutionary, man. I mean, seriously. This is the first ever pottery fan art within one of these monthly roundups. I think that's very funny. And job well done to them. I must say, they're better at pottery than me. Next, this was made by Go Pixel. They made a little mock-up of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl characters on the Stratastar stage, and it's very good. This is very good, man. I love Go's art. I think it's very solid, man. It's always very solid. I love this Reptar so much. It's so clean. Next, we have... Oh, what? We have this piece made by me. It's gigantic. But this is a mock-up of a character select screen art for Warstash, who I made in the past. This was a commission by the same person who commissioned me the Warstash sprite that I've made before, which I think I showed off in the last fan art corner thingy, the fan art video that I made. Yeah, well, he's here again, this time with a huge 400 pixel long art piece here that I made for him. As you can see on the right here, I do have commissions on Coffee. They are open. Even though I'm very busy, I will still make you stuff. Yeah. So there you go. If you like what you see, unfortunately for this, you have to give me $150 in order to get something like this. But my client, who goes by the same name of Warstash on Discord, he has loved my art, and I appreciate him more than anything in the world, man. Like, really, I couldn't thank him enough. So, next up here, we've got Spark the Jester by Sortable. He made an in-game sprite now. That's pretty sick. He made like a render character select screen thing, kind of similar to this, a while ago, but he finally made an in-game sprite for Spark now, so that's pretty sick. And finally, we've got this art piece by Enigmatic Cube, and this is so cool. Honestly, I love this art style. It's very unique. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is cool, man. This is really cool. I love the style of it. I love a lot of things about this. And I can't quite explain it, man. Can't quite explain it. I guess the best way to explain it is that there's a lot of unique, cool looking shapes going on. As a student of the game, I appreciate this. This is, you know, like I said, it's unique. I haven't seen something quite like this before. So there we go. Now I think this is just going over all the updates. I will go over that in like a Flatfire news alert later on, so don't worry about that. So yeah, that's it for the fan art corner. Now, the only other thing I have to say is that I am doing an internship. Doing this internship 6 hours a day. That does not leave much room for anything at this point. It doesn't leave much room for me to make videos. It doesn't leave much room for me to continue work on Sans. It doesn't leave me much room to do a lot, but I'm gonna try my hardest. Uploads might not be every day, and I especially think that some of these bigger projects that I want to make, like let's say the Newgrounds Rumble, for example, even though there's a lot of work done on that right now, there's no way that I'm gonna, prioritize that over breaking news stuff like this, or just something like a Rate Their Chances series where like it only takes me at most of like 2 hours to get something like that set up. Like now that I have it set up and like completely changed from the phone aspect ratio to the full on like, full screen stuff. Now I'm ready to go, and making videos for that is very easy. So expect more of those. Expect Fraymakers animation showcases when I can make those. And this is June, so I expect this to be, the month where we get a lot of game announcements as well. So look out for reactions from me. Again, they're going to be easy to make. Of course, I'm still going to do the platform fighter showcases as well. Yeah, but I wouldn't expect anything outside of that for a while, unfortunately. Like, until I'm done with this internship, things are going to be rough. And I think I'm going into my final semester of college too. So even after I'm done with this internship, things are still going to be rough. Um, things are just going to come out very slowly, like the things that aren't Rate Their Chances or shorts or whatever. Yeah, they're going to come out like, they're going to come out um, in very long intervals. And I apologize for that, but there's not much I can do, especially if I get, a commissioner or whatever. Not much I can do about that at all. So that's just how it is. And again, trying my hardest for you guys. And I'm also trying just for the sake of the fact that I like doing this and I like making art too. So please commission me. That would be nice. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. By the way, this internship is unpaid, so that stinks. That's why I also have to beg for money because, I work on the weekends too. I work every day. I don't get a day off, really, unless I ask for it. But that's just how my life is. I'm a workaholic and I accept it. And yeah, that's all I've got to say. I'm always looking for more work, especially if it's for money. I don't like doing work that's not for money, but at the end of the day, this internship is academically required of me, so I have to do it, and that's fine. Yeah, I'll see you all in the next one before I, keep going off on this rant. Bye bye.